Are you ready to dive into Cape Town's hidden world? Today, we're taking you to one of Africa's most stunning and most complex cities, Cape Town, a place where the ocean meets the mountains, where breathtaking scenery hides thousands of untold stories. This South African city is more than picture-perfect views, because when the sun disappears behind Table Mountain, Cape Town reveals its true colors. Under the lights of Long Street and the beach bars of Camps Bay, every night becomes a brand new journey. From music-filled taverns to rooftop lounges overlooking the Atlantic, no two nights here are ever the same. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Your support truly matters, and it helps me keep sharing stories from around the world. Thank you in advance. Cape Town is one of the most visited cities in South Africa, welcoming millions of tourists every year. During the day, the city feels peaceful. Hiking trails, vineyards, local markets, golden beaches. But when the sun goes down, everything changes. The city transforms into a cultural engine. Long Street fills with music. Woodstock brings together its art communities. And the beachfront clubs of Camps Bay start glowing like open-air stages. Tourism powers a massive part of Cape Town's economy. Hotels, restaurants, adventure tours, and nightlife events drive both income and employment. At the same time, Cape Town keeps evolving. Digital nomad programs, coastline redevelopment, improved nighttime transport, and a fast-growing creative sector constantly reshape the city. Still, no matter how much Cape Town changes, its rhythm beats strongest at night. When darkness falls, the city wakes up. One of the biggest developments in recent years is the surge in tourism between 2024 and 2025. Cape Town experienced one of its busiest seasons ever, as new international flights brought in record numbers of visitors. This growth boosted revenue across hospitality, transportation, and entertainment, pushing the city's visitor economy to historic highs. So what about living here, especially for someone retired? Cape Town can actually be very appealing for retirees who plan carefully. Coastal neighborhoods like Sea Point, Greenpoint, Fishhook, and Simonstown are known for having large expat and retiree communities. Compared to the United States, many daily living costs are lower. The climate is mild year-round. The city is walkable, and healthcare services are widely available through private clinics and major hospitals. Yes, rents in some areas can be high, but many foreign retirees choose smaller, ocean view apartments and manage to maintain a comfortable lifestyle on a fixed income. Now, let's hear from someone who actually lives here. Richard M., a 69-year-old retired American who has spent years in Cape Town.
I first came to Cape Town in 2012. After I retired, I lived in Florida for a while, but the cost of living was rough. The beach was nice, sure, but something was always missing. When I visited Cape Town, I realized this was the place. Time moves slower here. Morning walks by the ocean, buying fresh fruit from the local market, enjoying good food without paying a small fortune. It makes daily life easier. I live in Sea Point now. Back in the States, this kind of view would be completely out of my budget on retirement income. Here my place is smaller, but my quality of life is higher. People are friendly, open to conversation, and real neighborhood culture still exists. I don't go out at night as much as I used to. But watching the sunset in Camps Bay is still one of my favorite rituals. And when it comes to safety, you stay aware like anywhere else. The key is common sense. I've lived here for years and never felt uneasy. For me, Cape Town feels like a second youth. Retirement here is warmer, calmer, and more real.
Cape Town comes alive in a completely different way during Carnival season. Every year, the Cape Town Carnival transforms the Greenpoint Fan Walk into one of the biggest open-air stages in South Africa. On March 15th, 2025, the city celebrated the 15th anniversary of the event, filling the streets with international performers, towering costumes, illuminated floats, fire dancers, and thousands of artists moving in one long electric procession. It's not just a show, it's a massive creative project built by hundreds of community groups who spend months designing costumes, building giant sculptures, and rehearsing choreography. But the carnival isn't only about culture. Its economic impact is just as significant. According to the organizers, the festival supports local job creation in costume and float production, event logistics, technical crews, transportation, and hospitality. Hotels reach near full occupancy during Carnival Week. Restaurants and cafes often double their revenue, and transportation services, from taxis to e-scooter rentals, hit their peak demand. For small businesses in Greenpoint and Sea Point, the carnival acts as a once-a-year economic surge, bringing in millions of dollars of short-term economic activity. Beyond the direct income, the carnival boosts Cape Town's global tourism visibility, strengthening the city's long-term brand as a cultural destination. Cape Town is also home to a much older tradition, the Kaapse Klopse Minstrel Carnival. Held every year on January 2nd, this historic celebration brings up to 13,000 musicians and performers into the streets. Bright satin costumes, painted faces, Glima drums, and Cape Malay melodies filling the air. It's one of the oldest cultural rituals in the city, and it carries both social and economic weight by drawing thousands of visitors and keeping local traditions alive. Together, these two celebrations, one modern, one deeply historical, show that Cape Town isn't just about beaches, bars, or nightlife. The carnivals create a full cycle of culture, history, music, and economic vitality. For both locals and tourists, Carnival season becomes a time of cultural pride, social unity, and economic momentum, turning Cape Town into a living, breathing rhythm of its own. And when night falls, Cape Town becomes something entirely different. As Table Mountain fades into the dark, the streets come alive with a warm breeze and an international crowd. Long Street is the beating heart of the nightlife, and no two nights are ever the same. Bars open their doors, live music spills onto the sidewalks, and people from all over the world merge into a single rhythm: Afrobeat, jazz, deep house, global sounds floating through the air. Down by the water, Camps Bay offers a more refined atmosphere. Beachfront restaurants and cocktail lounges glow against the Atlantic, their lights reflecting off the waves. Locals and tourists gather to watch the sunset before starting their night. In Woodstock and Observatory, the mood shifts. Artists, students, musicians, and alternative cultures fill the cafes and small music venues. Cape Town's nights aren't wild. They're energetic, cosmopolitan, and rhythmic. Yes, you need to be aware of your surroundings, but the city's central and coastal nightlife zones maintain visible security patrols and staff, making the experience organized and relaxed. Cape Town at night blends freedom with awareness, energy with balance. Some dive into Long Street's intensity. Some choose the calm sophistication of Camps Bay. Others escape to a tiny jazz bar in Observatory. Every choice reveals a different version of the city. Cape Town at night is a mosaic. Different languages, different styles, different stories, all flowing together in the warm air. And that's Cape Town, a place where beauty and complexity walk side by side, where the calm of the ocean meets the rhythm of the night. Would you live in a city like this, where every night tells a different story? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy discovering unusual places around the world, don't forget to subscribe to 3 Discovery for more stories like this one.